Hi! Okay, today is Thursday of the second week of my diet thing. It, ha- it has really been a long 2 weeks. I am like amazed. A lot has happened in this 2 weeks. Something happened inside my home. I had to replace something that cost quite a bit of money, and that took more than my month's worth of grocery budget. So that means food banks. Yes, I have used food banks and I will continue to use food banks. From time to time, you know, things happen. I don't need to explain all things that happen because if you're living, you know things happen. But anyway, you don't have to be homeless or dead broke to utilize food banks or any other resources that your community could offer to you. If you need help in any way, reach out. Try Googling, food banks near me, free, assistance for babies, anything that you need help with. Try Googling it. Check with your house of worship, uh, Chamber of Commerce, library, police, fire. There are all kinds of people who will be able to help you and find you some resources that you could use. And good luck to any of you that who are struggling and need help. I hope you find the help that you need. Okay, enough of that. Onward. Because of what happened, and then something else was wrong, and my imagination went wild, and I had some anxiety about like the worst case scenario. Someone came, looked at it, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but over several days of this stuff happening, I did finally succumb to emotional eating. Now, I have struggled with that in the past, sometimes big time, but I have learned to control it most of the time. I mean, I am not perfect. I am going to give in to emotional eating from time to time, but it is way better than it used to be. And what I would do is, okay, let's first explain what happens during emotional eating. A lot of times people, you know, something happens emotionally. So it's like, well, I want to feel better. I want to eat some food. And it's usually some sort of starchy carbs or high sugar content. And that releases dopamines from the brain, makes you temporarily feel good. So that eating makes you feel good. It's like, oh, I feel better. But did the problem that caused the emotion to cause the eating get solved? Probably not. So I would get to the point where I would talk to myself, sometimes out loud. Anyway, I would talk to myself and I would say, is this going to solve the problem? No. Is this going to help my diet? No. Could this possibly make me gain weight? Yes. And I would, talk myself out of it, or I would change what I eat. I wouldn't do the, emotional comfort foods. I would do the low carb, the high protein snack, boiled eggs, or, the vegetables, celery and peanut butter, an apple with peanut butter, something towards the natural line where I still get to eat something, I still get a little pleasure. I love peanut butter. And that has the carbs, the fat, and the protein, but you just don't overdo it. But this time, listen to this story. Remember me mentioning the cookout that didn't happen, and I had made egg salad and potato salad for that? Well, I made a small batch of egg salad, finished that in about 2 days. I had no problem munching away on that. It's eggs, it's protein. No, that's like low carb. But the potato salad, I knew potatoes are starchy carbs, so I wanted to eat that carefully. So I'd eat like little bits, little portions of it, until this one day of the emotional eating. It was like, it's the 4th day I've had this potato salad. It's like, I'm eating it. I'm gonna finish it. It wasn't a huge batch. It wasn't like a whole bag of potatoes, but it was a, fair amount. So I finished eating that. It was yummy, very delicious. But I ate that. And then that night, my daughter Jay wanted to have Mexican pizzas for dinner. And I have these like little tostadas, those crispy flat tostadas, It's like a taco shell, but it's flat. So I took 2 of those, put together my homemade Mexican pizza. It's not exactly like Taco Bell, but it was delicious. And I was hungry enough to where I had another one, but only with 1 tostada instead of 2. So between the potatoes and tostadas, there was a lot of starchy carbs. I knew I was going to gain weight. Next morning, 2 pounds up. That's where I am currently. From that 7 pounds I had lost, I've gained 2 pounds back. Today's Thursday, so Friday, Saturday, I have 2 more days. Well, if you want to count today, 3 more days for the 2-week diet. And some of my, like, especially my lunch stuff ran out. I had to go to the store yesterday, got more lunch meat, got more lettuce for the sandwich wraps, the lettuce wraps. But also the last day of the month is Thursday, so I have another week for the month to try to get my weight down. Right now, I am the same weight as I was the first day of the month. So, I don't know. Maybe the explanation of how I handle emotional eating may help someone. To talk yourself through it. Eat something healthy. You will survive. You don't have to give into, macaroni and cheese or, whatever. What else? I think that's about it. So I had a rough, few days in this week. Gained back 2 pounds, but I'm back on track now. The 2 weeks is almost over. 1 week to go in the month, so until I check back again, love yourself, be kind to others, and God bless. Bye.